We are finally here. The finale of season 5. Let's just see how well this plan is going to work out, because something's going to go wrong.
Lieutenant
Is
Governor
this
Dean showed
Chuck?
up. 3 days later, another car rolled off that same line. No one gave two craps about her. She was first owned by Sal Moriarty, an alcoholic with 2 ex-wives and 3 blocked arteries. On weekends, he'd drive around, giving Bibles to the poor. Getting folks right for Judgment Day. That's what
But
he said.
drinking. The final curtain.
Hey, what's going on?
You
I'm
can
in.
too. Okay.
In with?
The whole
Your
Uncle
plan.
Satan thing. Watching out for you.
You tired?
It's kind of been my job, you know? And more than that, it's kind of who I am.
They always frown their brows and look off in the distance pensively.
I don't know if we got a snowball's chance, but
I think you've got a chance. There's a lot more seasons. This must have been so heart racing and adrenaline pumping for viewers when it first came out.
if this is what you want,
I'm sorry. People sliced open. Was it demons sliced open?
You okay?
No.
not really. What do you got?
Not much.
Possible.
These look like omens to you? Cyclone in Florida, temperature drop in Detroit, wildfires in LA.
Wait, what about Detroit?
Temps dropped about 20 degrees, but only in a 5-block radius of downtown Motown.
That's the one. Devil's in Detroit.
Really?
Yep.
As far as foreboding goes, it's a little light in the loafers. You sure?
I really am curious what's going to happen to Cass.
About this. But you'd be nuts to have a good feeling about it.
You know what I mean?
Triple Lindy into that box.
Leave him there?
You know I'm not coming back.
Yeah, I'm aware.
So you gotta promise me something.
To move on.
Okay.
And that's where Lisa comes into it. He's going to get back with Lisa.
You gotta promise not to try to bring me back.
So then what am I supposed to do?
You go find Lisa. You pray to God she's dumb enough to take you in. You have barbecues and go to football games.
And the life you thought you could have.
Apple pie life, Dean.
Here we go. Ah! How long in the future did people know there was going to be more seasons? Because usually, you can tell what a show's before it started or during it.
Don't give an inch.
Yes, sir.
Take that mile. That sounds so much
I
blood.
might not watching this.
The point of no return.
Hey guys, is your father home?
Sam, hooked up on demon blood. How long did the seasons?
Of course, has all the things.
Oh, we're back. But how long did the two seasons combine in total? Is it supposed to be less than a year span of time?
This is the stuff that's important. Legos that Dean shoved into the vents. To this day, heat comes on, they can hear him rattle. These are the things that make the car theirs.
Yeah, that's true.
Really theirs. Even when Dean rebuilt her from the ground up, he made sure all these little things stayed.
Yes.
You're serious.
Yeah,
Look.
that's where he just said it.
Judgment Day is a runaway train. We get it now. We just want off.
Meaning?
Deal of the century. I give you a free ride, but when it's all over, I live, he lives, you bring our parents back.
Okay, can we please drop the telenovela? I know you have the rings, Sam. You jump in the hole. I win? Well, then I win.
Uh-huh. And this is really early on in the
A
episode.
fiddle of gold against your soul says I'm better than
Soul. See that? About the soul part?
So he knows. Doesn't change anything.
Sam,
We don't have any other choice.
no.
So this is how he loses his soul.
Yes.
Is this a door? That can't be Sam.
I can feel him.
Well, go! Uh-oh. Too late.
I was just messing with you. Sammy's long gone. This would always happen in Detroit.
That is true. Is that... Is the look he gives like, oh, I can't explain that look.
I'm not the bad guy here. I'm gonna rip you apart from the inside out. Do you
See the looks he gives? I love it.
Such anger. Young Skywalker.
But aren't you like the kid throwing the tantrum?
How out of place in that family of yours.
A lot of people do.
And why shouldn't you have? They were foster care at best.
Foster care.
I'm your real family. No, it's not true. It is.
Okay.
And I know you know it. That's Mr. Bensman. One of my grade school teachers. And that's your friend Doug from that time in East Lansing.
Oh.
And Rachel. Your prom date. Sam Winchester.
How much it was set up.
Life. Azazel's gang. Watching you since you were a rub rat. Jerking you around like a dog. On a leash.
We are not giving up. Bobby. Bobby.
Yeah.
There was never much hope to begin with.
They'd pass the time lining their pockets. Sam used to insist on honest work, but now he hustles pool, like his brother. They could go anywhere and do anything. They drove 1,000 miles for an Aussie show. 2 days.
Oh,
for
did
a
they?
Seahawks game. Maybe they never really had a roof and 4 walls,
That's true.
but they were never, in fact, homeless.
Because they had home within one another.
That's a good line. Mistress Magda.
No, Chuck.
Oh, Dean. Robin, I didn't know that you'd call.
Who's Mistress Magda?
Nothing. She's a,
Um,
just a, she's a close friend.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
bet. Real
sure.
close. Whatever happened to Becky?
You know, it didn't
She
work
did.
out. I had too much respect for her.
She didn't respect
Virgin
you.
hooker thing going on, don't you?
Okay, this can't be why you called. It's tomorrow. High noon. A place called Stull's Cemetery.
Which is what we saw in
I know that. That's an
the
old
Flash
boneyard
forward.
outside of Lawrence. Why Lawrence?
Don't know.
where it all
It always
started.
to end where it started, I guess.
All right, Chuck. You don't have any way to short circuit this thing?
Besides the rings? No. Sorry.
Well, do you have any idea what's going to happen next?
I wish that I did.
No trespassing, but yet you took his body. Huh. Hello, brother.
Never be.
Showtime.
Wishes we didn't have to do this.
Yeah. Me too.
And why make us fight? I just can't figure out the point.
But yet you're still
What's your
going to.
point?
We're going to kill each other. And for what? One of Dad's tests. We don't even know the answer.
Always blaming everybody but yourself. We were together. We were happy. But you betrayed me, all of us, and you made our father leave.
No one makes Dad do anything. He
I don't think he made him
to
leave.
us.
Of all songs. Ha!
Howdy, boys. Sorry, am I interrupting something?
That was an interesting look from Michael and Lucifer there.
Hey. We need to talk.
This is a whole new mountain of stupid.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Sam.
You're no longer the vessel, Dean. You got no right to be here.
Oh, he could be here.
Adam, if you're in there somewhere, I am so sorry.
Adam isn't home right now.
Well, then you're next on my list, Buttercup, but right now I need 5 minutes with him.
You little maggot. You are no longer a part of this story. Hey, ass butt.
With holy fire.
He's about to make him
No one dares
explode because they look like they're on a green screen.
but me.
No, because I can see the green screen. I wonder if they have to reverse these
Sammy,
things.
Can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Bye-bye, Bobby.
No!
Yes. We're gonna take our time.
Oh, that beacon of hope. What are you gonna tell Sam? What's he gonna do? Dean. Fuck.
It's okay, Dean. It's gonna be okay.
Sam! It's not gonna end this way. Step back.
You're gonna have to make me.
I have to fight my brother, Sam.
Yeah.
Here and now. It's my destiny.
Oh, so like the second most emotional episode for me. Are you taking Michael with you? Okay. What would that do to Michael down there? Would it bring Cass and Bobby back? Do you know when they talk about no hope? I feel like this is the poster image of someone who just has no hope.
Yes, you're alive?
I'm better than that.
He's back to being an angel.
Endings are hard. Any chapped-ass monkey with a keyboard can poop out a beginning. Endings are impossible. You try to tie up every loose end, but you never can.
You're never going to do
You're
that.
always gonna bitch.
You went through a whole
Pointing
bottle.
holes. And since it's the ending, it's all supposed to add up to something. I'm telling you, they're a raging pain in the ass.
This means he's going to go to
What are
Lisa's
you gonna
doorstep.
I mean it, Dean. What would you rather have? Peace or freedom?
I hope these two don't turn on one another. Those two options, though, I just don't think you can intrinsically link them, or
This is
that
the
you'll get
last time
100%
Bobby will
of
see each
either.
other for a very long time.
How long is a very long time?
Hey, Lisa.
Thank God. Are you all right?
No.
Yeah.
They chose family. And, well, isn't that kind of the whole point?
They chose family while also having to give up family. That's what happens.
No doubt, endings are hard. But then again, nothing ever really ends, does it?
Is he God? I feel like Sam's watching them. Is he outside? Maybe not. Maybe so. Yeah, something's happening. Okay. he is there. What does that mean? Oh, super, super strong episode. Chuck telling the story the whole way through, so it felt like a chapter, and then we saw the end, and then him just disappearing. That was a bit weird. But again, is he God? I'm going to stick with that until I find out who God is. Because God will make an appearance, I'm sure, at one point. You would in a show that has 15 seasons. What I liked as well was that Lucifer took over quite quickly. They didn't succeed in what they thought would be their plan at first, which is kind of what happens with them. They put too many eggs in a basket, and I think they were hoping that Sam would be chock full and so strong, but it's not how it works. But the things that he did while Lucifer was in his body will, stay with him. Plus, the battle never truly commenced. They never got their chance to fight. They're caged, so clearly they're going to be released again at some point. And I feel like in this show that though a lot of fans when it first was out probably had it in the back of their minds because so many seasons happened afterwards. A lot probably did forget, and then that memory comes back. It was quite good because it was never truly a fight, and then Sam was able to take over. And those little moments, and obviously Chuck giving us the story as it went along and how these moments happened, and then you're like, see what happened there? That little spark of hope, the little light. Looking at how damaged Dean was, and just the poster image of lost hope. That's what it felt like. We lost Castiel at one point. Bobby. Dean was a bloody mess. And also the whole thing of fate and like their whole lives, people have been watching over or moving them into a position like a chess piece. So good. I did say about what would happen with Sam. It looks like Sam's back. I just wonder how different he is because the light flickered. So I don't think he's human or 100%. And Dean made a promise. So I don't know how much time passed between these two seasons with Lucifer and how much time will pass between the next season. It could be a whole year, which is a long time, but it would make sense if it was a whole year to make then in line with the timeline of everything, but also, Sam not telling Dean he's back. And I wonder what Sam's going to be like, because Sam cannot be the same. Michael's trapped under there as well, so of course, like, Michael's down there, how different will he be? Because he would be tortured, right? He's. And yeah, the whole story with Chuck, I'm just trying to think of it. So much happened. But at the same time, it was so smartly done because you could argue it was anticlimactic because there wasn't that big fight. But actually, it was so well written and so smartly done. And it was so emotional, so sad. Watching Dean so broken. But then going to Lisa. I'm just really curious where the next season's going to go. Something I brought up constantly. But I wonder for the fans, how long in advance did they know there was going to be a new season? Because this season, season 5, I keep saying season 6, but season 5 felt very much like that's it. It felt like that would be a finale episode for a show. And I don't know if they moved networks or there was an idea it was going to be cancelled at one point, but it felt like that. It felt like they were wrapping everything up. We know they don't, but I'm curious how fans felt because this was truly emotional. And as a fan, I probably would have felt really sad the show ended as a fan when it first started, but also really frustrated, but also that it actually felt like if it was going to be a final ever episode, perfect. Like, it was so well done for what it was, and they did the little flashbacks of their lives. I have, and I mean zero clue, what they can do next season. I mean, we'll see Dean's home life, and then clearly the hunter side will seep back in. I don't know if he'll train the little boy and Lisa. I doubt they're going to end up together for. I don't know if they're the final couple, but I don't see it lasting beyond a season or two, just because of the whole situation, what's going to go on. I don't know what that means for Cass. Is Cass going to be a bit of an enemy for them now, or what kind of chaos is up there? What happens with Bobby, and how Dean will find out about Sam and how different Sam will be, and then how they will come back together. Season 6 definitely is one of those where you have 100 million questions that you want answered and they will answer, but you're also curious, to theorize where it's going to go, because Sam doesn't feel like Sam. Dean has this life, then he wants Bobby's doing his own thing. Castiel, with Heaven, I don't know what's going to go on there. I feel like they can now put Michael and Lucifer in the back of their mind. That's going to be there, but other things. I wonder if Meg's going to come back. I don't know. It's so much. I'm curious if they're going to have another flashback with the parents, because they're always good as well. Really, really strong season 5 finale.